What if the roles were reversed? What if the roles were reversed? Well, I'm going to say what some might not want to say, and I'm going to say it. If Karmelo was white. It's your man, D. Jenkins. You know what it is. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. If you're vibing with me, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, share, follow, and we're going to keep this thing going. Now, let's get to it. First off, I want to say shout out to Trenches of Philly on TikTok. I'm going to tell you this. I really was beginning to lose hope that there were any good, logical white brothers out there that would be man enough to speak sensibly to the rights of Karmelo, whether he was black, white, orange, blue, green, yellow, that would speak to his right to defend himself. I was really beginning to lose hope of that because we have been getting so much slander for speaking that he had the right to defend himself. Thinking about the situation, and with that being said, I want to address the raised question. And that question is, what if the roles were reversed? What if the roles were reversed? Well, I'm going to say what some might not want to say, and I'm going to say it. If Karmelo was white and two black young boys approached him, or one, he 130 pounds, the black dude was 200 some plus pounds, whatever it was, it don't even matter. If they approached him about where he was sitting at, and they wanted to make him move, what gives them the authority to do that? And if he warned them, after all arguing with them, if he warned them, as a white kid, he warned them, touch me and see what happened, and the black dude touched him, or both of them touched him, or just one touched him, put their hands on him, hit him, grabbed his book bag, did whatever, and he came up and stabbed him, and then got out of there, listen, so be it. I would hate that a little brother would have had to lose his life, but he should have heeded to the warnings. And that's the thing. When it comes to black people, a lot of white people feel like they don't have to heed to any warning. You feel like you're superior. That's just being truthful. You feel like what you say goes. If you say I gotta move, I gotta move. If you put your hands on me, I'm supposed to be okay with that. What you say go, and how you feel is what's right, and how I feel means absolutely nothing. And that is a problem. That's a problem. And another thing, in regards to the roles being reversed, tell me, how often does a black individual or black individuals approach a peaceful white man or a peaceful white boy and try to impose their will upon them? I'll wait. How often? How often do you see black people just going around minding other people's business, other white people's business? What you doing over here? Who told you to park on this block? Who told you could come in this building? What apartment you live in? Who you know over here? You can't sit right there. How often does that occur? Where a black individual takes that approach to a peaceful white individual. Well, we see it all the time where we come from, where the police stop, harass, and abuse black men for walking down the street, for standing outside, for sitting under a tent because it's raining. See, the truth of the matter is, and I'll say this, we have a bigger problem with black people bullying black people, with black people harming black people, than we do with black people bullying white people. This is why I talk about it all the time, especially in my music, whether it's online, on a podcast, because it's something that we all are working to change. And that is the problem. You want us to remain like that. But what you see in an instance like this, you see us coming together, and that irritates your spirit. It irritates you. It makes you mad and upset that we're sticking together and we're coming to the defense of our little brother. Now, if it comes out that Austin was just standing there and told Karmelo, get up, you're not supposed to sit here, and Karmelo jumped up and stabbed him in his heart and he died, then that brother is wrong. And that's something else that we're going to have to deal with when that time comes, if that's what happened. But if we find out he put his hands on him, he had no business putting his hands on him. And Karmelo Anthony, whether black, white, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, Asian, Arabic, he had the right to defend himself. He had that right. But see, again, you don't care about that. You all are the one that's making it racial and trying to hang this boy because he defended himself against one of your own. And you hate the fact that we're coming together to defend him and stand up to allow the truth to come out before you try to go ahead and lynch him. That won't happen. And you're pissed off about it. And it's better to be pissed off than to be pissed on. Because we're going to change that narrative. We're going to keep working on our issues on black, but we also going to come together and unite and stand up for ours that's righteous.
Neglection is the form of rejection that forms depression in the fatherless and all those obsessed with being protected, which often leads to drug abuse, trying to escape depression and infections that have formed from the scars of violent concessions. They crying out, but y'all busy flexing and being messy like baby bibs. Won't raise your kids and trying to kill the next one, then spin again. It never ends, the cycle of deflection. No accountability, just pointing fingers at the next one. Which direction are we headed if we can't manage aggression? Some related to shooters, how dare you not even contest it? We could block a lot, stop a lot before it aggressors. If it don't profit now, the odds are that you probably reject it. Who out of pocket now? You walking down a road of deception, thinking you opting out won't take account, gonna lead to your blessings. And I know who am I to even bring you this message. I'm a nobody, but nobody can doubt on for progression.